While Chinese leader Xi Jinping was meeting with President Biden and dining with 300 American CEOs in San Francisco last Friday, news emerged that Chinese billionaire Jack Ma's family trust was set to sell 10 million American depository shares of Alibaba Group holdings on November 21st, fetching approximately $871 million. Ma's move could not have come at a worse time for Alibaba. On Thursday, the Chinese e-commerce giant reversed plans to spin off its cloud operations and halted the listing of its supermarket unit, both crucial avenues for unlocking the value of its expensive business. This shift in strategy is believed to be influenced by the United States imposing tighter restrictions on chip sales to China. The South China Morning Post, owned by Alibaba, reported on Friday that Ma is very positive about the company, intending to retain his shares, according to a communique from his office. However, the market may not share the same level of optimism for this development. Despite Alibaba chairman Zhou Cai's attempt to appease investor disappointment by announcing that Alibaba would start paying annual dividends, the stock plummeted by 9% in New York, erasing $20 billion from the company's market value, and continued to slide during Friday trading in Hong Kong. Why did Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, make a move that seemed so indifferent to Alibaba's struggles? What really drove him, and what does his actions say to the 300 CEOs that Xi Jinping tried to impress at the APEC meeting last week? Let's find out.
From now on, because of e-commerce,
Ma's move is significant. Firstly, it suggests that key insiders in China lack confidence in the Chinese economy, despite Xi Jinping's efforts to demonstrate improved relations between China and the US, aiming to brighten the investment prospect in China and stem capital flight from the country. Earlier this year, SoftBank Group, which once owned a third of Alibaba, sold a significant portion of its remaining shares. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway sold 2.48 million shares in electric vehicle maker BYD in March. An Amsterdam-listed Prosus unveiled a plan to sell 96 million Tencent shares, valued at about $4.4 billion in January. People familiar with the Chinese community have told me that China's wealthy entrepreneurs have also been on the run, trying to get their wealth out of China, even if it means taking some losses. Still, Ma's move is significant not only for its financial implications, but also for its timing. It serves as a political statement directly opposing Xi Jinping's APEC objectives of instilling confidence in China's economy. The fact that Ma boldly made such a statement raises speculations that Xi's authority might have been weakened or that there are political forces backing Ma's actions. Recent developments suggest that China might be entering a period of political and economic instability. Since the end of July this year, the top leadership of various military branches, including at least the Rocket Force, Navy, and Air Force, has been replaced. Xi Jinping also abruptly dismissed the Minister of Defense and Minister of Foreign Policy in the same period without an explanation. Coupled with the unexpected death of former Chinese Premier Li Keqiang, suspicions are heightened, creating an impression of significant turmoil within the top leadership of the Chinese Communist Party. In addition to political uncertainties, China's economy is seemingly beyond repair. Xi urgently needs to revive the economy and secure his rule with the help of America. The Biden administration also sees the need for stable relations with China, as confirmed by U.S. Commerce Secretary Raimondo's remarks on CNN that both the United States and China are eager to stabilize bilateral relations.
stable and significant commercial relationship.
Perhaps from the Biden administration's point of view, with 2 ongoing wars, the U.S. is already stretched thin. America would not want to see a third conflict, especially one involving Taiwan, erupting right now. Furthermore, if the relationship between China and the U.S. continues to worsen, leading to economic decoupling, the market's response could be disastrous, posing a challenge for Mr. Biden's momentum for 2024.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Biden walked a fine line in appeasing both groups of American people. For those concerned about CCP's impact on American interests, Biden reaffirmed that America would not loosen high-tech export controls and investment restrictions. Additionally, he continued to refer to Xi Jinping as a dictator.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator in the sense that he is a guy who runs a country that is a communist country that's based on a form of government totally different than ours.
Re-engagement with China risks compromising America's long-term national interests for short-term gains. Simply restricting sensitive technology exports and investment in certain areas won't be enough to prevent China from improving its overall capabilities, especially in manufacturing, which could pose a potential threat to America's national security. For instance, China's manufacturing capabilities have long surpassed America's, and its shipbuilding capabilities are 232 times that of the U.S. In a worst scenario, this discrepancy could be catastrophic. History teaches us that whenever the CCP faced trouble, the party extended an olive branch to the West. However, as soon as it grows stronger, it tends to move towards toppling the existing world order and removing America from world leadership. This pattern has repeated in the past, and we should learn from it. Hopefully, Jack Ma's sale of Alibaba shares would prompt American political and business leaders to approach the situation with a greater degree of sobriety.